Hi, let's gain an understanding of the real estate investment term, leverage.
Real estate licensees will be asked by potential investors for guidance in choosing investment property. To work with investors, licensees need a good understanding of how to measure the financial performance of investment property. With residential property, you will find investors that are looking to either rent the property or do a fix and flip. On the selling side of a fix and flip, especially in the retail market, there's already room calculated in the selling price by the investor for your commission. Their objective is in getting the property sold as quickly as possible so that they can fund the next project. These investors will want a market knowledgeable real estate agent with great marketing reach. One of the exciting aspects about being adept at working with investors is that these individuals will usually keep coming back to you to purchase or sell more properties. However, just as the potential rewards have increased to you, so has the potential for liability. Working with aggressive investors on both ends of the deal, locating and buying properties, as well as the listing and sale of the improved property. To prepare to work in this specialty, start by understanding basic investment terminology. Leverage. Investors leverage investments by borrowing all or part of the funds to make the investment. The rate of return on the investment is increased by using borrowed funds rather than the investor's own money. Thus, financing investments with borrowed money makes the investment more profitable. Investing with borrowed money also increases risk. Investments that are not tied to debt have very little risk of going bankrupt. On the other hand, investments tied to debt must be able to make the debt payment or the investment will fail. Due to increased risk, the higher the leverage, the higher the interest rate charged to fund the investment. Leverage versus risk. An investor is said to be leveraging their investments when instead of using their own money to purchase a property, they borrow all or part of the funds to make the investment. In fact, per the rule of investment strategies, The investor increases the rate of return by using borrowed funds. Therefore, financing investments with borrowed money makes them more profitable when things go as planned, making the debt attractive. At the same time, though, financing investments with borrowed money also increases the risk involved. Basically, a company that carries little debt relative to its operation stands less chance of going bankrupt than a company with a lot of debt. As such, highly leveraged deals are at a greater risk of going bad. The lenders then typically demand a higher interest rate loan to fund the deals. Leverage example. Xavier purchased a property for $245,000. He took out a loan for $100,000 and the seller gave him a purchase money mortgage of $22,500. Xavier leveraged how much money to purchase the property? Leverage is the use of someone else's money to purchase property. This includes all borrowed sources of funds. Xavier leveraged a total of $122,500. $100,000 from the bank mortgage plus $22,500 from the seller purchase money mortgage. Comment. Hi, I wanted to add a note here. It's your responsibility to provide information and options to your potential buyers who are purchasing investment property. However, be careful not to overstep. Your buyer must be free to make a personal choice as to how much risk the buyer is comfortable with when it comes to taking on debt. For example, let's say that you have a buyer that comes to you wanting to spend $300,000 cash to buy his first investment property. The buyer tells you of his plans to eventually buy multiple properties as he saves up more money to make more purchases. So, being the helpful real estate professional that you are, you explain to the buyer the concept of leverage. You explain that instead of buying one property now, he could divide the $300,000 into six $50,000 down payments for six properties worth about $250,000 each. Assuming that the lenders approve his mortgages, the buyer would be holding investments totaling $1.5 million. If property values increase just 8% after the first year, the buyer would have gained $120,000 in value. With another good year, the buyer would gain approximately another $130,000 in property value. Of course, the plan would be for each property to be rented out to tenants and taking in enough income to pay the debt repayment on the property. But what if the buyer fails to find adequate quality tenants who pay as agreed? What if the economy takes a downturn and instead of gaining value, the property starts to lose value? What if your buyer is unable to make the mortgage payments on the properties? Although this scenario demonstrated great potential to gain, it also shows great potential for loss.